doing interviews. You'll find her with celebrities and all the latest news. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere, she's always on the go. So sit back, relax, and get ready. This is the Corey Taylor Talks Show.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Corey Taylor Talks live from Las Vegas. I am very excited about my guest today. He is a very big reason why I am mentally okay on the road.
Hey, good. Thanks for that. All right.
Driver's Edge is just an amazing program that we are so lucky to have here in Las Vegas, and I wish it was a mandatory thing for every driver, but it just gets bigger and bigger every year, and it's just amazing that you guys did it. So I have Jeff from Driver's Edge. So hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me back after all these years.
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, 21 years, and
That's
we're still
insane.
holding on.
Yes. Well, it's such a great event that you do, and it's so needed because unfortunately, fatality, just everything, especially in Vegas, you got the drunk driving and everything, so you really have to be so aware on the roads, and you go over everything you possibly can in the amount of time that you have. It's really amazing, and it helps so many drivers that are learning to drive or been driving for a few years. It's really an amazing thing.
I appreciate that, and yeah, honestly, it helps everyone because you don't know what you don't know, and whether you're a new driver or if you've been driving for 30 plus years,
Yes.
Most people aren't trained to know what to do in an emergency.
Absolutely.
And that's what we try to show is give young drivers the wake-up call so they're better prepared when the unexpected happens on the road.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it does happen a lot.
All the time.
But I like I said, I am a very scared driver. I will be the first one to admit it. But I'm so cautious, and I even learned how to place my mirrors, and I'm so careful with everything. I always keep an eye out. I have been into car accidents, both not my fault, but I was able to prevent them from being worse because of how aware I was on the road. So it was just it really helped so much, and I've been feeling so much better on the road ever since I took the class. So.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, but it's okay that you said you're a scared driver, but it's okay to have a healthy paranoia because people are idiots out there.
Yeah.
So it's good to just be aware a little bit. Hopefully not too freaked out.
Right.
On the wheel. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
That's just from my mom. My mom's an Italian, crazy Italian, New York Italian. Grew up very scared of everything. So that came from my mom more, but
nice way to throw her under the bus. Like that. So,
oh, she knows.
But no, so the whole idea is just to get people to be prepared for the whole what if scenario.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
it is to have sort of a healthy paranoia because you need to expect the unexpected, and that's what we try to get through the program.
Oh, and even, especially in Vegas, no one knows how to drive in the rain, and you have part of it is the chorus is like how if your car loses, I forget the term. I'm not good with cars. I'm not good with the terms. If you could explain a little bit.
Yes. So no, at the class we put you through a skid control exercise,
there you go.
Which shows you. Doesn't necessarily have to do specifically with the rain, but shows you what to do if your vehicle loses traction and goes into a skid, which is very common in the rain. But it can happen for any number of reasons. You could hydroplane, hit a patch of black ice, you could just, something could break. But the whole idea is, to show you what happens. So if it does happen in the real world, you're better prepared for it. And then we also put you through panic braking exercises. So what do ABS brakes do? Evasive lane change maneuvers, how to avoid that obstacle that's in front of you. And then we mix it in with law enforcement interaction and a vehicle walk around. So hopefully you leave our program with a greater awareness and a greater respect for driving. But yet if anything ever happens in the real world, hopefully you're better prepared to handle it.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's really important. And, driver's ed isn't a requirement. It's kind of scary, like we just kind of throw young drivers just out on the road and go, okay.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things I say at the program. None of us are ever taught how to drive. We're just taught to pass a test.
Exactly.
And learning the basic rules of the road and the fundamentals of how to operate a vehicle, it's important, but it's not going to prepare any of us for all the hazards you may face in everyday driving.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do to our event is sort of, hello, we're over here trying to prepare people for emergencies. And it's sort of cool because even the cocky 18-year-old guy, I'm generalizing now, who thinks he knows everything already is quickly humbled when they realize, oh my God, that's what happens when a car loses traction. Okay, maybe I'm not as cool as I thought I was.
Yeah.
Or someone might be a little nervous or timid, for example.
Yes, correct.
All of a sudden realizes, wow, okay, that's what ABS brakes do. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't roll over, I didn't catch on fire. Okay,
Right.
I can handle this. So, but even the parents walk away,
Yeah.
learning a lot too. So hopefully we're making a difference. 21 years and 150,000 teens and parents have gone through the class, and bottom line, we're all in the streets together.
Yeah. And even more important for my money saving people, I get a little discount on my insurance because of it. So
Oh, well, you're welcome.
yes.
Yeah.
No, so there's so many benefits to it.
See?
But
There you
it's
go.
really
It saves your life and can save you money
and
too.
save money.
See?
Save money on car insurance. you should be partnering with insurance. They should be paying you
I
guys.
know.
But
Well, we've had different insurance companies as partners over the years, but yeah, we just need, I feel like Charlie Brown and Lucy with the football every year, because we're a charity, just
Yeah.
like a lot of charities, we're desperate for funding and support. So we go down the road with different companies that want to get involved, but before they make that donation or write a check, sometimes they want your email address because they want to try to sell you something. Or
Right.
sometimes the person that's genuine and wanting to support us, they take a job at another company or a
Yeah.
budget goes. So it's like, but somehow we've held this the charity together for 21 years with spit and bubble gum and duct tape. So it's been great. I mean, we have our grant from the state of Nevada, which I think and if it wasn't for the state, they give us our foundation to even do it.
Yeah.
And the Speedway donates
Yeah.
everything to us.
That's awesome.
So we have great support in the community, but we can always, obviously, just like any charity, we can always use more.
absolutely no, and I think if anyone has a brain in their head and they want to keep the streets as safe as possible, they absolutely would help you guys.
Yeah, because again, we're all on the streets together, and
Absolutely.
car crashes are the number one killer of not just America's youth, but Nevada's youth as
Yeah.
well. And we can make a difference right now just by educating people, and that's what we're trying to do.
It's very true, and all your drivers and instructors and everything, they're so knowledgeable and they have so many years of experience, and they know what they're doing, and I think it's just incredible. And even Ari from The Bachelor was one of my instructors.
Yes, he was. So, hey, whatever it takes to connect with you. So, but yeah, all of our drivers, they're instructors. And fortunate, they're all like professional
Yeah.
drivers. One of them, his father won the last Formula One race. I was actually
Oh,
here
wow.
way back in the 80s.
That's crazy, yeah.
But they NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, but it's all about understanding safety and what a vehicle can do, and then they can try to connect with the kids because it's not mom and dad or their Spanish teacher or
Right.
PE teacher. These are truly professional drivers that care about trying to make a difference.
No, yeah, and they do. They really, really, and they go over everything, and they make everyone feel comfortable. They humble the people that are that are a little, like you said, a little cocky. But it's just a great event, and it's so important and really needed here. And honestly, across the world, it's really needed.
So a goal is to try to make it a required part of driver's education in Nevada, and
Yeah.
then use it as an example to show the rest of the country that, hey, look what we're doing here. Teens aren't all reckless out of control if you just take the time to show them what to do in the first place.
Yeah. No, it's and like I said, it's how many hours is it?
4.5 hours.
And the 4.5 hours, you learn so much from it, and if you could expand upon it and stuff, and like you said, grow and grow, I'm sure you can learn so much from it.
Well, I mean, the reality is there's no defensive driving program, period, in the state of
Right.
Nevada, even if you paid for it. And the closest is Phoenix, Arizona. There's a place, but the value of our class, if you were to go pay for it, it's like a $600
Yeah.
class, and it's free
Yeah.
to take. I mean, we survive on donations and stuff, but we never charge people to attend because it's about making a difference, not about making money. So.
Yeah. No, it's really amazing what you guys did, and I'm so happy we have it here. And like you said, it's so sad because everyone has to drive. Everyone's on the road, and it's just there's so many tragedies almost every day, and it's horrifying. But this is such a great way to help prevent this from prevent major accidents from happening, and hopefully the more people that are in there and learn defensive driving, we can bring the numbers down.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think they're good drivers, but it doesn't take any skill at all to step on the gas pedal and go down the freeway.
Right.
You could truly train a monkey to do that.
Right.
So we try to make people realize what can happen in emergencies, which is, it can happen at any time. In a blink of an eye, anything can really happen out there.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to get through to them, is having that what-if mentality. What if this happens? What if that happens? Before we started, we were talking, my son who's 10, even years ago when he was much smaller and in his car seat, I'd even say to him all the time, all right, dude, what if I have a heart attack and drop dead right now? What are you going to do? Are you going to stay in your car seat? Are you going to try to be the hero and get out and try to save the day? Because you never know what can happen out there. So.
No, it's very true. And, I mean, like, even, people have, even if not drunk driving, medical emergencies or just not paying attention, distracted driving. There's so many things that could happen, like you said, in a blink of an eye. And it's not your fault at all, but if you're prepared and you're really searching out for everything, and it can help prevent major problems.
Well, yeah, and that's the most important thing for everyone on the road is just having, I just touched on it, the what-if mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, as you're driving, you should have that, what if this happens? What if this car slams on its brakes? What if this kid steps off the curb? What if this car cuts me off? Because eventually, it is going to happen. What if I have a flat tire? So when it does happen, you're at least better prepared to handle it, and you don't freak out. Because that's what causes a lot of our tragedies on the road is small mistakes often turn to tragedies because people have that, oh my God moment. And blowing a tire, which really isn't that big a deal, turns into a tragedy because people panic, they freak out, and small mistakes turn into tragedies.
No, it's very true. But like I said, I'm so happy that you created this and have this amazing charity. And I just hope it gets bigger and bigger. And we really need a lot of people to go and support and sponsor you guys.
We do. So
it's such a necessity.
Donations.
Yeah.
Donations. So.
And like we said, everyone is driving the same road. So no matter if you're a billionaire or whatever, you're all driving on the same roads. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's the bad part with what we do is for some people it's not the hot topic. It's summertime, drownings or now animal rescues are a big thing, or even cancer or drugs or gun violence. There's more kids killed in car crashes than drugs and suicide and guns combined.
Yeah.
Yet a lot of people look at people driving as, it's just kids, they're reckless and out of control, teens are being teens. But the reality is they're just not shown how to drive in the first place.
Yeah.
You're probably too young to get the reference, but I always joke and say we're like the Rodney Dangerfield of charities because we get no respect. You don't get the reference, do you?
I don't. I'm
See?
so sorry.
I knew it. Kids these days. I'm telling you. See, there you go.
A lot of people, everyone else in this city got
that
it.
was his whole shtick, because he gets no respect.
Right.
And that's how I feel sometimes when the reality is, no, we can actually save lives right now just by training people and showing them what to do in the first place. And so just for 21 years, we just keep our head down and we're doing our thing. And perfect example, our event coming up, we have not only do the classes fill in minutes, but there's literally like 1,200 families on the waiting list.
Wow.
And it's very humbling that the people that have tried for years just to get in the program, but we also have people that drive in or come in from out of state or other parts of our state. And even if they live just down the road from where we do the event, it's sort of humbling that they're giving up their time and making the effort because they believe what we're doing can actually make a difference in the lives of their family. So it means a lot to us. Oh,
definitely. And like I said, I was so lucky when I did it. And it really helped me so much. Like even now when I drive on the road and stuff, like you said, I'm like, okay, what if this happens? And that's actually how one of my accidents happened. I saw this driver and I was like, they're going to pull out. Like, I was like, I just know they are. I could tell. They pulled out and I prevented it and I overcorrected too far, which is one of the but I did it. But the accident became far less because of the situation. And the person I hit got the driver's information, so it worked out. He was a hit and run, so. Oh. But we got everything, so everything was settled. But I prevented a very major T-boning, so it was good.
All right, I'll take that.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, I was actually right here down the street, so I'm like, oh God, every time I drive by it.
Well, maybe you should go a different way home.
Yeah, so. I try to, trust me. But no, it's really it's just amazing, and I believe it helps save so many lives. We'll never be able to prove that on paper, but I really believe it helps save so many lives.
Well, it is sort of cool. every event now we have one or two parents that at some point will come up with tears in their eyes going, oh my God, my other son or daughter did this, a few years ago, and this happened, and thank you so much, you saved our lives, kind of thing. So it's very cool. And now, God, I feel so old. We're seeing second generation participants too, where a parent will come up to me going, I remember doing this way back when. And it's like, oh, God, I'm old. So,
No, you're not. It's really so cool, and I'm so happy we have it here in Vegas, and I just hope it gets more attention and more sponsors and more donations, because it's really, really needed, and it just goes and grows and grows. And like you said, hopefully we can get it to become a requirement, which would be wonderful.
You never know. So,
and just expand it. So
yeah, but we're continuing to do our thing, and fortunately, because of our grant from the state and the other funding and in-kind support we get, we're at least doing 5-6 events a year.
That's awesome.
But we could be doing events every day, so if we just had the funding support to do so.
Definitely. And where can people go, sign up, keep up to date with you? If there's options to donate, where can they do all that?
Well, thank you for that segue. And yes, through our website, which is just our name, Drivers with an S, Edge, EDGE, driversedge.org, O-R-G.
We'll have it down here, too.
Yeah, right here, eventually, yes. So, but yeah, then they could register for our notification list, so they'll find out when future events are happening. They can make donations. They could read the background of the program, myself and the drivers, and just hear a little bit more about our mission as well.
No, it's amazing, and I'm so happy we had you back on, and I just hope we can spread the word more and get you guys all the funding you need. So,
hey, amen. Take that.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Jeff, for being on again. I really appreciate it. It's always an honor having you. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'm telling you, if you have kids or what are the age range again? I forget.
As long as you have a license or permit up to the age of 21.
21.
So 21 and younger.
Okay, so 21 and anyway, I'm telling you, you will do everything in your power to get signed up for it. You will not regret it. It is such a necessity, and if you got the money, please help sponsor them. And it's so needed. Everyone's driving on the same road. We want to keep it as safe as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, never give up, always believe, and you'll achieve. Thank you. God bless.